Hey guys, this is Camfree15 back out with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Black Clover manga chapter review. As I think we can now officially end this arc. Now it's officially the end. Um, Mind you, it has maybe some repercussions for what could be taking place in whatever the next arc is going to be called. Don't know, but that's the whole thing of, oh, good, we defeated the main bad guy of this arc. We saved the day. We saved the Spade Kingdom. We stopped the devil, process of them coming into our world and making it a whole bunch of, straight up insanity, just to be honest. And now, we're at the end, but at the same time, it's the typical arc with how they end with these anime or shonen series is, yes, you may save the day and you might, defeat this threat. But in some cases, it leads on to a potential other threat going on in the future. And that's obviously what you see in this chapter with the death of Yami, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yami's dead. Charlotte can't hook up with him. It's Asu's gonna be the new captain of the Black Bulls. Oh man, oh Yami's dead. All that fighting for Yami to die. No, I'm just playing. No, seriously, no. That's not what happened. Yami still is alive, even though they played that trope again, where he's going to die, but of course, in the nick of time, freaking, we see what happens there. I'll discuss that and everything. Although the whole thing within Yami, that could be a story point going on later on anyways. But obviously, let's get into this chapter. This is Black Clover chapter 330 titled Declaration of the Shadows. So we have it obviously after Asta defeated Lucifero. He falls down because he's tapped out of all his energy and stuff like that. So yeah. Now the one devil that's been just watching this whole thing, Adrammelech. I'm sorry, I literally had to find this guy's name because I forgot it, and just when I remembered this dude's name, I'm like, bruh, that's like one of the most forgettable names I've ever heard, and then it's too damn long. Whatever. And then again, why the hell am I talking about the devil when it's Easter? If you know into religion stuff, you know why I'm saying that, but whatever. Anyways, Adrammelech just floats down to where the dead body of Lucifero's at, and essentially, he just gives this look, and he just dives into his chest or impales it, and then he grabs like this thing. What I'm guessing might be like his heart or his essence or his power or something. We don't know. His core, I don't know what that's supposed to be. And Adrammelech is like, well, this is what I truly was looking for. Now, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know if this is like some sort of devil heart that if another devil eats another devil's heart, they get stronger. So you're trying to tell me that Adrammelech could gain the abilities of Lucifero and then he ends up becoming the strongest devil? Again, I've always said in the last few chapter reviews when it came to this dude, it seems like he could be a mellow devil where it's like, I just want to get out of the underworld. I'll leave you guys alone as long as you don't bother me. But I think it looks like this dude has more sinister motives. We don't know what this guy's motives are for and the reasoning behind his motives because he seemed like he was a chill dude. But looking at it right now, it seems like he could he ain't so good or so mellow. It looks like he's just gonna go away, have his plan of idea, and he's going to do that. Because at the end of the day, he's a devil and you can't really trust him. So who's to say that maybe he tries to reenact this whole plan of bringing the other devils to the surface world and stuff like that. Or maybe he's gonna come up with something else. I don't know. Whatever this heart or something like he dug inside Lucifero is, we don't know what it is and what the reason is until I guess we see this guy again and he explains what the hell what he grabbed is. That's my only thing that I can just guess as a prediction, but I can obviously envision because he ends up flying away. Yuno sees this because Adrammelech, he's like, as he's flying away, he's like, I'll see you around. And then obviously Yuno looks at this, he sees this and everything, and he's shocked. He's like, what the heck is that? Why did he do what he did? So yeah, obviously this is gonna be the tie into the next arc for going forward. We don't know what Adrammelech's motives are. We don't know if they're still like, I guess I want to say good, just maybe something that's not a big problem, or maybe he does have sinister motives. We don't know with these damn devils. But the only reason why I say he could potentially be good is because we got to look at Libe. But all mind you, he needed a contract to be put in his place by Asta. Otherwise, he would have just went on Rampage and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of the thing when I was referring to the heroes won, yes. Austin Company won, but at what cost? Because we don't know what Adrammelech is going to do. Listen, we'll find out, I guess, as the weeks progress. There is no break next week, so maybe we actually do cut over. But I don't think we'll cut over to what he's doing. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a side panel of what he's gonna do and the reason why he grabbed this, and then we'll cut back over as we get the resolutions and the people are told that there's kingdoms back and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah, that's interesting. Anyways, makes the mention of the fact that everybody is essentially injured beyond belief and everything, and they're in the worst shape. But the people in the most worst shape is Yami and Noct, because they were impaled by Lucifero in the fight. The thing is, they don't have time, and more much time to live, if anything, because they're obviously losing a lot of blood and they got impaled and stuff like that. So the thing is, uses his star magic to go to Mimosa, and he asks Mimosa, hey, can you heal Yami and Noct? But Mimosa's like, I would if I had some magic, because I'm out right now. And even Gray goes on to say, yeah, I'm completely out of magic too. So because of this, but even freaking, what's Patre is like, yeah, if I had my grimoire, I wouldn't be able to heal them because those wounds are far too fatal. Obviously you get the scene where everybody's walking up to Yami and everything. Vanessa's already there, right there by his like almost lifeless carcass. And we get Charlotte showing up to the scene. Charlotte is obviously worried because she's literally saying like, I spent all like these 6 months training to save you. I came out all the way out here to save you. And to find out that you're just gonna die regardless of what I did, it's completely worthless. And that's when she starts proclaiming, please don't die, you idiot. What happened to everything, all that insolence and stuff like that. And Charlotte actually fully comes out and says, I love you. Heck, she says it again, screaming it out, saying, I love you, Yami. So she finally confesses to Yami that she's in love with her. Also, I don't know the other Magic Knight people heard, but they did show a panel to where Vanessa did hear this, because she looked at Charlotte and she was shocked. Now, I don't know what that's implying, but there could be, I think there was some sort of thing as if Vanessa had something for Yami if she fell in love. Again, it makes sense why it makes sense why I could see Vanessa falling for Yami, because he came and rescued her from the witch's forest when she was kind of in that bird's cage, and essentially Yami was the person that gave her that inspiration to get up for her own self and leave, and that's when she ended up joining the Black Bulls and everything and stuff like that. So I don't know if they're gonna build some sort of tension thing between Vanessa and Charlotte, from the standpoint that we already know Charlotte is in love with Yami. I think Vanessa's in love with Yami. She was visibly disturbed when Dante took Yami away. I'm just saying. I think she has feelings for Yami too, like legit romantic feelings for him. If Tabata wants to dive into that a bit and just give us a little hint, oh no, Vanessa's in love with Yami, and that means we got a freaking love triangle here. And it'll be like, oh, who will freaking Yami choose? Charlotte or Vanessa? Obviously, Yami. I don't know if Yami will choose either of the bunch, because he's kind of like oblivious and stupid to the whole love angle just as much as, well, Yeah, the main captain is the oblivious one. Asa's not oblivious to love, because he's in love with Sister Lily. He's just oblivious to the fact that, he doesn't see that Noelle clearly is in love with him. But I'm just throwing it out there. I was utterly shocked that she said this, and she just came out and said, "I'm in love with you, Yami." But like I said, I think all the other Magic Knight members were in the vicinity, so they did hear her. Well, I guess the ones that were standing, I'm guessing unless whenever the anime returns and we get more of a detailed portion of this scene, we'll see what characters were in the area to hear. But Vanessa definitely heard, and they definitely focused on Vanessa. So maybe that's a thing of saying Vanessa realized, no shit, there's somebody else that loves Yami like I do. And not just platonically, romantically. So I took that with a whole thing. I know spend like a time on that, but I'm actually I want to pick this apart a bit from the standpoint. It's like, oh, she really confessed, and Vanessa heard that, and to the point we think Vanessa's in love with Yami romantically. Now there is I guess you can say a love triangle. Now, mind you, if this gets into some scenes where we have Charlotte and Vanessa actually be like arguing, like, no, I love Yami more than you do. She's like, please, I've been in Yami's squad and she chose me to be in squad. There's one reason to why, if anything, Yami loves me more. So maybe that could lead into some comedy banter between the two. Regardless of the fact, they're still both the hottest chicks in frickin' Black Clover. Mind you, I love me some Noelle and I love me some Mimosa, but if you're telling me who are the hottest chicks in Black Clover, it's definitely Vanessa and Charlotte. So yes. Anyways, she's obviously begging, please don't die. Now Yami's eye is kind of slanted, and it sounds like he heard it. It sounds like he heard Charlotte say she loves him. But obviously what happens next is Rouge shows up out of nowhere. Pull uses the String of Fate, pulls out the remaining Black Bull members in the remaining Black Bulls members in their headquarters place that's still there as this flying saucer, and essentially obviously do the whole thing of Charmy giving everybody food. She's like, eat this, it will fill your magic power, yada yada yada. Because of it, Mimosa eats the food. She ends up healing Yami and Noctua for ultimate plant magic. Yami and Noctua healed and everything. All the Black Bulls members are happy and stuff like that. And the thing is, we thought Yami heard what Charlotte said, but Yami's like, oh, hey Charlotte, thank you. You're the reason why I'm not dead yet. Also, did you say something to me? I couldn't hear you clearly because I was about to die. And obviously Charlotte gets very flustered and she just, in a way, passes out. So even though Charlotte confessed her feelings, it was all for nothing. All for nothing. Maybe that was the all for nothing. Maybe it was like, oh, the end of the war, end of this fight. It was to kill Lucifero, but it was all for nothing because Charlotte never Yami never understood what Charlotte meant. Anyways, that's the whole thing there. So that whole trope storyline is still going on, and the fact that Yami still has no idea that Charlotte is in love with him. I feel like we're gonna eventually get that scene where he understands that. It would be really cute and really sweet if he ends up saying to her, like, I always knew you had something for me. It just didn't think it was true, but we'll see. I think it doesn't matter because I think Yami actually likes her back too. Mind you, I don't know if Yami likes her back romantically. I don't know if he does. I don't think he does because that doesn't feel like in his character. But it wouldn't behoove me to shock me that he actually has some sort of respect well, we already know he has a respect for Charlotte. It wouldn't shock me if he actually did have some deep down secret feelings for her. And stuff like that, because if you remember from the elf reincarnation arc, he tried everything he could to get her back from the elf that was in her body and stuff like that. So yeah, that was the whole thing there. Yeah, that was funny. Anyways, Asa's back and everything. He's like, oh, God, that noise, Yami, I'm so glad you're alive, man. I'm so glad we can go back home and freaking enjoy this stuff. And I got my new friend leaving. his whole thing and stuff like that. This man screaming up a storm and everything. Obviously, Yami grabs his head and he's like, "Bitch, what the hell did you do to my katana?" But Yami's like, whatever. I got a new one anyway, so here you go. You can keep it, and stuff like that. So, yeah. So now, Yami's katana, we thought, was gonna be given back to was gonna go back to Yami at the end of the arc, but no. Yami's like, "No, you can have it. It has me no purpose. I got my new katana anyway." So, yeah. And then Asa's like, "So, Vice Captain Noct, thank you very much for everything you've done, and also welcome back to the Black Bulls." And Vice and Noct is like, "I can't stand how you idiots just don't do the right thing." And all the Black Bull members like, "What? Come on, man." But Noct's like, "Regardless, I'm looking forward to living with you again. So please let me live with you guys properly this time." And that's where the chapter ends off. Of course, you get your typical Black Bulls full panel spread of all the Black Bulls members and stuff like that. And now Noct will be finally returning to the Black Bulls to officially live with them for good. And that's the end of the chapter. So that's pretty much it. Don't know if they're gonna go into the details next chapter. And like I said, there's no break earlier. I said that earlier in the chapter. Like I said, I don't know if there's gonna be no details of how this, if they're gonna leave Spade Kingdom, how the way they leave Spade Kingdom. Maybe the people of Spade Kingdom are gonna ask hey, King now is your time to take the throne for the Spade Kingdom, because we still got that story element still lingering on, because technically is truly the ruler of the Spade Kingdom. How I'm guessing they can get out of this plot and can return to the Clover Kingdom, will probably appoint the one guy who served his father and his mother back in the day, who got him to the Clover Kingdom. He'll probably appoint him as the king, because he doesn't want to be the king, because he's like, "I rather want to be the Wizard King," and stuff like that. But again, mind you, I don't know if I said this before, but I've always had this thought, is the heir of the Spade King, it would be the Spade Kingdom, or the king. It would leave a completely open door for him to be the king of the Spade Kingdom, and it would leave a complete open door for Asta to end up becoming the Wizard King. But I think will return to the Clover Kingdom, because he never had really any aspirations of running the Spade Kingdom as its king, even though it's in his blood. I think he's just going to appoint somebody that is going to be it, and I think it's going to be the servant dude who was there and everything. And then, mind you, if he was king, he would have to find a new girlfriend or something like that to be the queen of the Spade Kingdom, unless he's just like, I can be the king, but I'll have somebody just stay in my watch, and watch over the Spade Kingdom. I don't know if would do that, because that's wouldn't feel exactly in his character too, because his whole goal is to become the Wizard King, not become the Spade King. But we'll see where that's going to go. So I don't know if we're going to get some resolutions to the Spade Kingdom people and stuff like that. Obviously, by this logic, this fully means now we got 3 kingdoms that are now in a way kind of allied now fully after this arc is over, and that's going to be the Clover, Heart, and now Spade Kingdom. The only kingdom that we're still up in airs about, that we don't know, is whatever the hell is going on in the Diamond Kingdom. We don't even know if Mars is still alive. So maybe they focus to that area to see, okay, what's going on with the Diamond Kingdom, because Lucifero and his forces, back when they were controlling Dante and the Dark Triad members, they were clearly, disrupting things going on in the Diamond Kingdom. And this fact with the Diamond Kingdom being all evil and stuff like that, with their evil, I guess you can say their evil experiments they were doing on the people there. Maybe we shift the focus to the Diamond Kingdom and saving the Diamond Kingdom going forward. So, gonna be very interesting to see where this story is gonna go. But definitely hyped. Glad it's finally over now, so I think we can finally get at least to the epilogue of the Spade Kingdom arc. But at this point in time, we can officially say the Spade Kingdom arc is over, completely. So yes, it was a very eventful arc from start to beginning. The inclusion of the Dark Triad members, I still remember watching the anime. I was freaking crazy with that, and then just the back half of this arc was insanity. Definitely cannot wait to see this animated in anime format, whether the movies about this or the new anime, whenever it will come back. We'll get back into it, but yeah, but anyways, that's it. I'm gonna get out of here. I've been here long enough. Anyways, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. So if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's chapter of Black Clover, as well as hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Black Clover content or any other manga or anime content I upload to the channel. Till then, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.